my mind, I've gone to Carolina. Can't you just see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moon shining? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I've gone to Carolina in my mind. Karen, she's a silver sun. Best walk her away and watch it falling. Watch her watch the morning come. The silver tear appearing now, and I'm crying, ain't I? I'm going to Carolina in my mind. Hi everybody, Gary here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to this acoustic session where we're looking at the classic James Taylor song Carolina in My Mind. It's a beautiful song. It's got a really nice acoustic guitar part, which is a kind of blend of chords and some fingerstyle picking. So it's a nice one to work on with your playing. We're in standard tuning for this one. I've got my capo at the first fret. I had it there just because it suits my voice better for when I was singing for that introduction, but the original recording has a capo at the second fret, and James usually plays it with the capo at the second or sometimes the third fret. So I'm going to move the capo up to the second fret for the lesson so that we're in the same key as the recording. If you are enjoying these lessons, it's still a new channel. I've had some lovely feedback from people, which is very much appreciated. So please remember to give me a like or click the subscribe button. It's going to help me to grow this channel. I've got tons of content planned for both acoustic and electric guitars. So anyway, let's get into this one and we'll get nice and close up. Okay, so we're in up close now. I've moved the capo to the second fret so that we're in the same key as the recording, and I'm going to refer to all chords and positions in relation to the capo as if it was the nut. So first let's look at the introduction. So a very classic James Taylor introduction featuring hammer-ons. So all I'm doing there is just a D shape, and I'm just strumming from the D string, and then strumming the third and second strings. And then an open first string, and then the second string, which is fretted at the third fret as part of the D chord. And then all we're going to do is go to this G chord where I'm holding down the first and second strings. So it's not just our normal G, we've got two fingers on there. Walking down on the sixth string from the root, from the G note, to an E minor, but still keeping these two fingers down here. So on the way down there, I'm playing the G root and also the top G. Then when I go down to the F sharp there, I'm playing the third string, just walking down to that E minor chord. And then we can just keep those two fingers there and just play an open A string root note, or you could take it to an A7 shape and keep those two fingers down. It doesn't really matter. So that's the introduction. Okay, so after that really nice introduction part, we go straight into the chorus with this song. We get to the chorus before we come to the first verse, and the chorus really is similar to the introduction. So again, we're on our D. I'll try and sing along so you know where I'm up to, but as I say, it's a bit high for me now. I've moved the capo, but we kind of, in my mind I'm going to Carolina. So we're going from a D, walking down to our E minor. You can keep those two fingers here on the first and second strings. To an A7, or you can play a full A and do a hammer on there. That's very James Taylor. Can't you feel the sunshine? So that's just a G to an A7. Can't you feel the sunshine? And then E minor. Can't you see the moon shining? To an A7 again. So I'll just recap on that part there. So we've got that takes us up to the bit where the lyrics go, and can't you see the moon shining? Okay, and then comes this kind of walking fill part. I'll just play through it and then we'll break it down. So it's, ain't it just like a friend of mine that hit me from behind? So that's again just around our D, and then I'm just stretching there to the fifth string. Landing back on the D. Ain't it just like a friend of mine? And then we take that whole shape to our G again and carry on doing the same kind of thing, really, walking down to hit me from behind. Walks down to an E minor. And then quickly just up to the A7. Ain't it just like a friend of mine that hit me from behind? And then we go back to our D. Yes, I'm going to, and then really it's a I suppose it's a B minor chord, but I don't play a full chord. So I play like a sort of D over a B note, I suppose. I just going to Carolina, just that single B note there. So I've got the second string held down at the 3rd fret. And the second string of the second fret, sorry, of the 5th string. And I'm just plucking it from that 5th string. I'm not playing the 6th string. Going to Carolina, just down to E minor. In my mind. So that's just an A7, and it returns to the D. So altogether, that part goes like this. And then you can put your James Taylor style embellishment. So I'm just hammering on that 1st string and then playing the D string as the root. So hammer on, then open 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string. And that's the chorus. So just really slowly over that part, that chorus part. So we've got, in my mind I'm going to Carolina, down to our E minor, up to A7. G. Can't you see the sunshine? A7, E minor. Can't you see the moonshine? Back to A7. And then we've got our walking part. Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? E minor, A7. Yes, I'm going to Carolina in my mind. So that's just the D, the root of our B, E minor, A7, going to Carolina in my mind. And that's the chorus. So at the end of each chorus, when we're singing Going to Carolina in My Mind, it's a D, just moving the bass down to the B there, E minor, A7, back to D. Going to Carolina in my mind. Okay, so we come out of that first chorus section and we go into our first verse, and it sounds something like this. I'll play it slowly, I'll try and sing along with it. I say it's not in my key, but it's something like this. Karen, she's a silver sun, best walk her away and watch it fall, and watch her watch the morning come. Silver tear appearing now, I'm crying, ain't I? I'm going to Carolina in my mind. So we'll just break that down for the verse. So we're starting in D again. Karen, she's just a D chord. Then we go to C add 9, which is just the root of a C. I'm playing the 5th string at the 3rd fret for the C root note. I've got the 4th string at the 2nd fret, and I'm holding down the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. Sounds like that. Karen, she's a silver sun. So from that D, I can keep this finger down and just move those over. Karen, she's a silver sun. Okay, so far we've got Karen, she's a silver sun. That's our C with a 9. And then we go to this part which kind of walks down from a G chord. You best walk her away and walk her. So I'm just playing the G chord, our full G, with the 1st and 2nd G root note there. I'm taking on the 6th string down to the F sharp, walk her away, and then I go into an A7. Walk her away and watch it. And then this next chord, which is diminished, it's going to be A sharp diminished 7th, so it's just an A7, but I'm holding down my 1st finger on the 5th string at the 1st fret, and that's just kind of a passing chord really as we move up to the next chord, which is B minor. Watch her watch the morning to G come. Play A, or you can play an A7. Silver tear appearing now, G up to D, and then just an E. Crying, ain't I? So that's really an A7. But I'm just taking my 3rd finger down from the 3rd fret to the 2nd. Crying, ain't I? Going to. So that's really a B minor, but I'm just holding the root down. Going to Carolina, E minor. minor, A7, in my mind, D. Going to Carolina in my mind. And you can put your little James Taylor style. I'm just hammering on there at the first string, second fret, and playing the D string and the bass. Okay, so next up we've got the bridge section where the lyrics go with a holy host of others standing round me. And we've got something like this. I'll just play through the chords and then we'll break it down. So this is just more strumming of chords really. We start with the G, that's with a holy host of others, A7, standing round me, to a B minor. I'm barring that, because it's quite nice to hammer on with your second finger there. And it's also easy to get to the next chord, which is an F sharp minor. Still I'm on the dark side of the road. E minor, G to an A7. So there we've got the second part of that bridge section, when it looks like there's no other way behind me, that part. So we're up to C there, or C, we can add on C9 as well. We're just walking down, so I'm just holding down the second string, the third fret there, and the fifth string at the second fret. So it's see that? And then up to, back to the D chord. Looks like there's no other way behind me. And here you can do another hammer. You must forgive me. Back to our C. C9. Down to E minor. You must forgive me. And then we're back to that A7. It's a bit like I did before. You can just play an open A string, or you can play an A7 chord with it. You must forgive me. And then the final bit, gone, D, D over B again, E minor, A7, and back to our D. Gone to Carolina in my mind. There's a nice little fill that James plays in that middle part way through. It comes, looks like there's no other way behind me. Just hammering on that D there. You must forgive me if I'm up and gone to Carolina in my mind. Okay, and there's just one more part towards the end, the kind of outro bit really. So after the final chorus, instead of going to Carolina in my mind, he kind of stays on the final part of the vocals, so it sounds something like this. Going to Carolina, I'm on the E minor, up to A7, my mind, and then we're back to those walking parts. Going to Carolina in my mind, yes, I'm going to Carolina in my mind. With these James Taylor songs, you know, you can study it and, you know, forensically look in detail at every little note or string that he plays, but James plays it different most times. I think he plays it differently now than he did when he first recorded it, and I think the most important thing really is to incorporate these kind of signature parts. So there we go, that's Carolina in My Mind by James Taylor. A beautiful, beautiful song, a nice one if you're just strumming at home, or if you're playing, you know, small gigs and venues, coffee shops, open mics, that kind of thing. It always goes down really, really well. Guys, if you're enjoying the lessons, please give me a like, and remember to hit the subscribe button in YouTube. It's going to help me to grow this channel. I've got tons of content planned for acoustic and electric guitars, but in the meantime, enjoy your guitar playing, and I'll see you soon.